Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Exercise 2.5, question number 1, part 6, under root 10x. So let's see, let put y equals to under root 10x. Then step number 1, y plus del y is equal to under root 10x plus del x. Next step, bring this y towards right. Del y is equal to under root 10x plus del x minus y. Put y equals to under root 10x and we get this shape. And you can see what is this shape? Under root minus under root. And what we are going to do, we are going to rationalize it. That is, we are going to multiply it with under root 10x plus del x plus under root 10x. We are going to multiply with it and divide with it. Here it is. You can see I have multiplied and divided by under root 10x plus del x plus under root 10x. Now what will happen? These two when multiplied, these are going to give me a minus b into a plus b, that is a square minus b square. That means under root 10x plus del x whole square minus under root 10x whole square. Root and square will cancel each other and we will get this expression. 10x plus del x minus 10x. Now what do we get now? What do we do now? We are going to separate these two. 10x plus del x minus 10x, and this denominator we are going to write these two separately. Here you can see. And what happens now? We are going to convert this tan and this tan into sine by cos, and we are not going to change anything in this expression. This will remain as it is till we get to the answer. So let's get to next step. Here you see we have converted tan x plus del x into sine x plus del x by cos x plus del x and tan x into sine by cos, and this expression is as it is. Now what do? You can see you can take LCM, so just take the LCM. And what happens now? This is the formula of sine x plus del x cos x minus sine x cos x plus del x. So this is the formula of sine alpha cos beta minus sine beta cos alpha, that is sine of alpha minus beta. While this is in place of alpha and this is in place of beta. So we are going to write it like sine of x plus del x minus x. Here you can see. Then this x and x got cancelled and our result takes the shape. Del y is equal to sine del x by cos x plus del x into cos x into 1 by under root tan x plus del x plus under root tan x. You can see this term has not changed. It is just going on like that. Okay. Now what is our next step? We are going to divide both the sides by del x. And before that, I have separated all these three terms. I have separated sine del x, and then I have written this term, and then I have written this term. And in the next step, now I am going to divide both the sides by. Here it is. We have divided both the sides by del x, and now take the limit when del x tends to 0. We are going to put the limit here, 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 and here. Let's put the limits. So limit when del x tends to 0, del y by del x. Limit when del x tends to 0, sine del x by del x. Limit when del x tends to 0, 1 by cos x plus del x cos x. Limit when del x tends to 0, 1 by under root 10x plus del x plus under root 10x. What will happen? This will become dy by dx. This limit will become 1. Here it becomes, this del x becomes 0 and this del x becomes 0. So let's see what do we have. Dy by dx is equal to 1 by cos x into cos x, 1 by under root tan x plus under root tan x. So this thing becomes dy by dx is equal to cos square x and 1 by 2 under root tan x. Now you can write this cos square x. You can bring this cos square x to numerator and you can write it like this, secant square x by 2 under root tan x, and that is the answer. Next part. Part 7, cos of under root x. So let's start. Let y equals to cos under root x. Replace this y by y plus del y, this x by x plus del x. Bring this y towards here and put y equals to cos of under root x. And now what? Again we see cos minus cos. So we are going to use the formula cos p minus cos q is equal to minus 2 sine p plus q by 2 sine p minus q by 2, where p is equal to under root x plus del x here and q is equal to under root x here. So let's write that formula. Minus 2 sine of under root x plus del x plus under root x by 2 sine of under root x plus del x minus under root x by 2. So I don't see any more simplification here. So we are going for our next step, which is dividing both the sides by del x. So we divided both the sides by del x. And now what we are going to do here? We are going to write this del x equals to this expression. How you are going to learn it? Just this thing, under root x plus del x plus under root x, under root x plus del x minus under root x. Just write these two here and just see if you multiply these two, what you are going to get. A plus b, a minus b, that is a square minus b square, means this square minus this square, that is x plus del x minus x. X got cancelled and remaining it is equal to del x. So we are going to replace this del x by this big expression. You can see here we are, and now what we are going to do? We are going to split these two. We are going to write this and this as one fraction, and sine of under root x plus del x minus under root x by 2 and under root x plus del x minus under root x by minus under root x, and this 2 below it as the second fraction. We are making adjustment. What we have done, we have brought this 2 under this and we have written this as one fraction and this as the other fraction. You can see it here. And now we observe as del x tends to 0, under root x plus del x minus under root x by 2 tends to 0, because when del x tends to 0, this becomes 0 and this becomes under root x minus under root x, that is 0 by 2, it tends to 0. So what we are going to do now, we are going to apply limit when del x tends to 0. We will put the limit here, we will put the limit here, we will put the limit here. Here you can see I have put the limits. Limit when del x tends to 0, del y by del x. Limit when del x tends to 0 of this whole expression. And limit when del x tends to 0 of this whole expression. How we are going to apply the limit? This will become dy by dx. Here all we are going to do, we will put 0 here and 0 here. And this will become under root x plus under root x by 2. Its sign. And in the denominator under root x plus under root x. That is it, because this becomes 0. And what happens here? We have explained it earlier that as del x tends to 0, this whole expression tends to 0. So this is simply the shape of limit theta tends to 0 sine theta by theta. So this whole limit becomes 1. Just apply these values. So this is dy by dx. You can see this is minus sine. This becomes 0. So this is under root x plus under root x by 2. Under root x plus under root x by 2. And this is 0. So it is under root x plus under root x. Under root x plus under root x. And this whole limit is equal to 1. And under root x plus under root x becomes 2 under root x. So you can cancel this 2 by 2. And what is here? This minus is minus 1. And this becomes 2 under root x. What is the final result? Minus 1 by 2 under root x into sine of under root x, and that completes the solution.